Okay.
So you write. Do you do any other types of art?
I want to.
Okay, like what?
I don't know. Not photography. In a way, everything. I don't know how this is. In a way, everything. Like I see in the possibility that everything is possible.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like modeling and design and fashion,
Mm-hmm.
but not like intensely. Not like a clothesline. Just like design bits and pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Create a persona. Yeah, like persona. Like a persona of a person is like poetry, pictures. Maybe voice recording, tweets. Maybe like an online persona. Like call that a gallery or something. Somehow I want to use writing and words to become more artistic. I just don't know how. I
What do you
just don't
mean?
know how at all.
You're doing some of that stuff now, aren't you?
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, you have your blog, so that counts.
Right.
I mean, it's been
Right.
resurrected from the dead after a decade.
It has been resurrected. Shout out to my blog, www.theinterregnums.com.wordpress.com. Pull through, read something.
Yeah. I just realized I haven't been pronouncing that correctly.
How have you been pronouncing it?
Well, now, so I've been saying interrogems, but I don't think that's even how it's spelled.
You might be right. Let me check.
What does it mean?
I think I'm right.
I think you're right.
Interregnum. Funny that you asked. Let me pull up the website. Let's just do www.theinterregnums. Interregnums. Interregnums is possible. But I have the pronunciation up here as well. Here. Let's see.
Oh, is it on your blog? And I've just been ignoring it?
Yeah. I think you have been. I think you've been ignoring them. The little note. Interregnum. A lapse or pause in a continuous series. But okay, specifically, interregnum is actually when an old government is being overthrown and the new one is yet to be established. That's specifically an interregnum. So like when one king has died and the next is yet to be appointed. That's what you call an interregnum. But that it's also like a continuous pause, like a lapse or pause in a continuous series. Because then essentially that's what it is. Like a rain is stopped, pause, lapse, then a new rain starts, continuous series. So that's the one I took. And you decided to use it for the website because it sounds a bit more poetic, a bit more flowery.
Cool. So I was saying you have your blog, you have a Twitter, which you mentioned, right?
I do have a Twitter as well.
And you have an Instagram, so you're posting photos there.
I do. I also have an Instagram.
You just modeled for one of your friends. Now you're on this podcast. Like, you're really hitting out all these creative outlets. This podcast, I feel like quotations.
It's the start. No, this is a podcast. This is the podcast of the 2020s. Everybody should get on it. Everybody should go through. Who else have you had on here? You've had Hani, you've had Karen.
So, Hani was in a video, but she hasn't been on this series. She was on she was on one about Twitter. And we were trying to see if we get lots of Twitter followers in a week.
How did that?
It was easier than I thought, but it's not like I have a lot of followers. I started from 0 and I got up to 30, I think. And so I was like,
that's really nice. I like that.
This is possible.
I feel like if you could be anywhere, right, doing anything right now, what would you be, and what would you be doing?
Okay, so I have 2 answers that I feel confident about. The first one is on a plane. Doing what? I don't know. I guess like working on a plane on my way to somewhere. That would be great.
So you like to fly?
I do. I hate takeoff. I hate landing, but in the air, solid. I think because of the same reason that I like being on buses or in cars. It's just the fact that it's an in-between place and you're not expected to get anything done. But if you do get something done, it's great.
True.
But it's one of the few
You've
times
done, yeah.
that I
Wow.
feel at peace for not doing anything.
Wow. Yeah, because it's really an in between. True.
Hmm.
True.
So
You're a
that,
genius.
or like on the moon,
Okay, extreme.
just like watching
Heavy.
watching humans do their thing, like being able to watch stuff from a bird's eye view, or like being able to see all of it happening at once instead of just my little piece of life. That would be really cool.
Wow. Yeah, Elon Musk has a theory that we're simulation simulated by our future selves. So, in
Interesting.
that alternative future, you could just look back and see Carmel's life unfold.
I
And
don't
see
know.
everybody's life.
I don't think I need to relive my life again. It's been fine the first time. What about you? Where would you?
I'd be somewhere with all my friends, with like all my friends, like 100 of my friends, just like really ride or die people, just a crew.
Did you say 100 of your friends and then you said your ride or dies? There are 100
that's
of
a lot
them?
of people. Like, I don't think I have that many. But I have a surprising amount of ride or die, and it's great. But like, I just be a place with my people.
Yeah.
They do whatever to be abundantly wealthy, of course. We'd all have pulled up in our best car.
Yeah.
And we'd just be chilling, doing whatever we wanted to, for like, who knows how long. We'd just be doing it.
Why do you think that's what you want to be doing?
Because I think that's my favorite place to be. With people that love me, accept me, appreciate me, who understand me and I understand them, and we've been through things.
Have you been able to create spaces like that? Well, before all of this, like at university?
Yeah, bits and pieces.
Has it been easy to do that, or have you had to make an effort?
It's been easy. I found my people. I think I have a gift at finding who. I don't think it's me. I think the universe just manifests good relationships. Because I have good people at school. They make it bearable.
You don't enjoy school?
I don't hate it either. It's just one of those things. Like, there's so much potential for me to be doing other things. But I have to be A, because it gives me structure, and B, that it forces me to acknowledge that I need school to give me structure. If I had a thing outside of school that I could do, that I could be paying my parents back for their money, I could be making them proud in the same capacity that diploma would make them proud, or more, like making a lot of money. I would do it. I would do it in a second.
So money's not a thing that you have to worry about. Your parents, your family, they're proud of you regardless. What would you be doing right now?
I'd have bought a studio. If it was like today, those things came into play, I'd buy like a studio and make music, or I'd buy a studio and invest in something. And like email St. John, Frank Ocean, try make collabs. I don't know, just like I'd create something.
Yeah. I didn't know that you wanted to create music. What aspect of that?
It's like this week new. It's so fresh.
Okay.
I've just been writing things down, and it's like, if writing is it, and if poetry is it, then lyrics could be it, and then music could be it. I've tried to spit bars. I definitely will need a lot of practice, or I'll just need to give the lyrics to somebody else. But I love music so much. Reading lyrics, like, more and more, it's becoming for an idea. And I'm also kind of writing PR for an up and coming producer here. Like, I don't know, music is in the wings somehow. I think if I become a poet, I definitely try and branch into that.
You said that you would consider giving your lyrics to somebody else. Is that something you would want to do, or something you feel like you have to do?
I wouldn't mind it. Like, St. John? Do you know who St. John is?
I don't. I just know that you tweeted about him, but
okay, Saint John is a beautiful musician. Check him out. Check him out.
Okay.
And he wrote Brown Skin Girl, Rihanna's
Oh,
Brown. Beyonce.
wait.
Beyonce's.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah.
How did you
Beyonce's.
mess that
Brown
up?
Skin Girl. I know I should be exiled. I should be executed.
Okay, that's cool. Okay.
He wrote
Wait,
Brown Skin Girl.
was he on it?
Mhm. He sang at the beginning with Blue Ivy, but
Okay.
just barely.
Yes, that is the only song I've heard him on. But okay.
And he gave it. He was like, "This is Beyonce's song. She can execute this better. She can sing this better. Here, you take it."
Mm,
And if that's what I'd have to do, Frank Ocean did that for like a while before he blew up. So maybe
yeah.
something like that could happen with me. I don't know.
I think that takes a lot of humility. I guess for some people, like if your goal is to become a songwriter, then it's
Mm.
great. But if any part of you wants to perform, I think it takes a lot of humility to be willing to share your lyrics with somebody else for the sake of the story and the sake of the song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Could you ever do it? Could you ever go try?
Maybe it would have to be, I feel like, a very specific situation. I would need a good reason to do it. I wouldn't do it just for the sake of doing it.
How about money? How about getting paid?
I don't know. Because I think that the story that you write about is so important and my words mean so much to me that if I was
Mm-hmm.
going to give them to somebody else, I'd want to know that they're going to do it justice. They're going to care. They're going to care about the words. I don't know. They're just very special.
If you ever do them, it'll be amazing.
Aw, thanks. Have you always thought that you were a good writer?
No, and I don't really like.
You don't think you're a good
Only when
writer?
only sometimes. Only like the first few times I read through something, it's not consistent. It'll go and come. I'm always trying to write something better than I've written before. Trying to
Okay.
impress myself. Right? What about you? Like you feel like you can always write looking for your magnum opus, if you will.
I
Right? You ever
definitely
feel
write lots of bad things, for sure. But like writer is one of the few things that I feel confident in calling myself. Like I know that I'm a writer and I'm proud of that.
Okay.
But that's not to say that I don't write bad things all the time because I do. I've written so many bad things. Have I ever sent you poems that I wrote when I was like 6 years old?
No.
I have. Okay, let me
Not
see if I
yet.
can. Let
You
me
have
see if I
to.
can pull it up. But while I look for it, I talked about this with Karen, and we were talking about how you can be simultaneously proud of where you're at and still want to be better. Do you think that's true, or do you think that you have to choose between being content with where you are now and wanting to move forward?
I think you can definitely be both, honestly. I think that I don't think you can ever be. Some people are never satisfied. Some people they don't need they don't need much. Some people want the world. Some people just want
Yeah.
like like to be town famous. Like I don't know. I think it depends on where you're trying to reach. What did Karen say to that?
She's the one who made that point. I think, and how it's been a journey to get there. I don't remember exactly what I said. I think we both just voiced that it's a struggle to do both of those things at once and not to just focus on like, oh, I'm doing great and coast and not taking the time to be proud of what you've accomplished. Okay, these poems are almost loaded. Keep in mind, they're very bad. You can choose which one I should read. British Airways, airports, books, food, roses and love, roses and being smart, or mom.
Roses and love, and then roses and being smart, definitely.
Okay. Roses are red, violets are blue, candy is sweet, and so are you. And then the next one is, same thing.
Whoa.
And then Einstein is smart, and you too. I'm going to read one more, even though you didn't pick this one, just because those were short, very similar to each other.
Really.
Okay, it says, British, British, what do I say? British, British, fly, fly away. Soar like an eagle from place to place, checking your luggage so you will be safe. It's British Airways.
Oh my word.
So that's
You're
where
like
I
the
started.
cutest intellectual child ever. How did you piece all of that together? I'm so impressed by that.
I don't know. I can't really speak to my state of mind, my writing state of mind at that age. So now I fully expect to hear 12-year-old Kofi's writing at some point.
Okay, deal. If I can fish it out of the trash, I'll show it to you.
Okay, so one more question and then we'll wrap this up. Right now in this moment, what would you say your biggest fear is?
Bum. Right now I'm in my sister's room and like the light is coming through the window.
Mm-hmm.
And the wind is blowing and sunlight's tossed on the bed. And it's like life is such a mess. Look at Corona. Look at everything. Everything is just a mess.
Yeah.
But like in this moment, everything feels far away and everything feels like it can't really touch me.
Mm-hmm.
And so ultimately, even though I know life is trash a lot of the time, there's moments like this, interregnums, pauses in the continual series, and so more than anything, I'd hate to be cut off from those. Well, I know heaven is going to be great, etc., etc. I guess I don't know. So, the ability to have more of these is kind of nice. Long story short, I don't want to die in this moment. I'd like for it to keep going.
Yeah.
And for me to have, things I can look forward to, things I can expect, people I can miss, etc., etc. Girls to write about, poetry about girls. What is that?
Yeah.
Right.
We didn't talk about that. I meant to ask you about that. So I posted something on Twitter saying, like, what is the topic that you can't stop writing about? Because I find that all my writing is basically the same story over and over and over and over and over again, just from different points of views and different states of mind, etc., etc.
I swear.
So,
and it's like a curse and a blessing, maybe.
Yeah. So as a writer, what is the concept, idea, feeling, whatever that you can't stop writing about?
Definitely women. And not like just women and objectification, but like glorification. Is that a word? Like,
I think so.
How beautiful women are. I think I'm obsessed with describing them, with describing women. And not only in the sexual way, like I love to write about my sister. One of my proudest lines I wrote was, when God formed her out of the earth, he used diamond dust. That's about my sister.
Yeah.
Because I was so proud of her graduating. And like how beautiful women are. My mom as well. I write about my mom, how she's an inspiration. My mom is huge. So yeah, I think women and their influence over me have the effect.
Why do you think that is?
I feel like I've gone through the stages. I've gone through the stages of like knowing the worth of a girl and not knowing the worth of a girl, knowing a woman. Not like that, not like how it sounds, but just like respecting them. I've gone through that. Because I've messed up so many times. It's crazy. And then my mom, so much going on with my mom as well as a topic. So just they're mixed in with everything. They've been there throughout.
There's a lot to unpack there.
There's a ton to unpack. What about you? It's not existential dread, is it?
No, it's loving and being loved is what I tend to write about.
Yeah.
Just because it's such a journey, and I don't know if I'll ever reach a point where I can say, I understand this now. And so I have to write about it to try and figure it out. Even though I know I'll never know. Really?
Yeah.
I think a lot of times people can think that writers write because they're really good with words, but at least
Yep.
for me, it's because it's the only way the words start to make sense.
It's the only way. It's how things function.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to be talking to someone who understands, who knows what it's like to live life this way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you have any last thoughts before we wrap this up?
You're the greatest. You're the
Oh,
best. Miss you. Stay safe. And this is gonna blow up. You're gonna be famous.
oh dear,
You're
we'll
gonna
see
be.
about that.
You're gonna be the
I'm
greatest
ready for
podcast.
your album to come out.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. You'll be the
No,
first
I
to
mean
know.
it. I'm waiting.
Oh, you'll be one of the first to know. I promise.
Oh yeah,
Cross
great.
my heart.
Great. All right, thank you so much
I have
for
a couple
doing
of
that.
pieces.